Hello everyone, we are from Group 1602 Closest System, and my name is Jafal Mirasia.
My name is Ratu Madina Zeli.
My name is Arafa Mihadian, and we are Bloom Consulting.
Okay, moving on, I will be explaining regarding the customer satisfaction assessment that we have done before as our mid exam and giving our strategic recommendation on them. Next slide, please. Okay, so why we choose Blue BCA? Blue BCA is a branchless digital banking that offers saving, transfer, budgeting, deposits, and financial planning only through one single application. Blue also have another services such as saving and financial planning such as Blue Saving, Blue Gather, and Blue Deposit, while also investment and protection such as Blue Investment and Blue Insurance. In 2025, Blue already achieved tons of awards such as 50 times and also have a 14.3 trillion in customer saving, 3 plus million customers at 8.6 trillion loans given. And why we choose Blue? Because Indonesia's market on digital banking services keep rising, especially on the mobile banking, where it shows us that it relies fully on mobile banking and making it a relevant choice for us to analyze. Another thing is customer expectation. What does customer expect from Blue, which is a signification, fast response, minimal friction, while also stable system that also have safe transaction while also boosting convenience. Moving on, we have our STP analysis, which is the segmentation that we divided into three: gender, age, and behavioral. We search for the gender as unisex and the age between 18 to 40 years old, but also the behavioral is the first time user. Second, interested user in a multifunction digital bank, while also low switching costs. And our targeting is divided into primary and secondary, while primary is Gen Z and young professionals, secondary is active digital users, and we position ourselves as a simple and secure digital banking that already backed by BCA credibility. Next. Moving on, this is our in-depth landscape regarding the digital banking. So the context in Indonesia that is increasing demand on digital banking and increase the and digital payment as a mobile-based banking, while also digital connectivity that support adoption of digital banking platforms. Our competitor analysis there is Jago, Genius, and Cbank, where we position ourselves as a BCA ecosystem, and our key strength is the trust that backed by BCA credibility and the UX itself. While Jago is a tech-driven banking, and the key strength is ecosystem integration, while Genius will have a lifestyle banking, while their key strength is futuristicness, and Cbank as an e-commerce link, while their key strength is also e-commerce link. So the specialty of Blue by BCA is an experience-driven platform where the interface quality defines the service perception, and Blue BCA as a low switching cost industry, while also trust and security advantage that backed by BCA ecosystem, while also innovative financial features such as Blue Gather, where you can have a saving with other person, Blue Deposit flexibility, while also Blue Falas. The risk is the switching behavior, feature gap, pricing, and interest rates. So why we choose Blue overall is because digital economic growth and digital banking adoption. Next. Next, this is a brief of the industry context in Indonesia in more detail in the 2025 data, while also the strategic importance of customer satisfaction. There are 5 aspects that we believe is really important, which is trust and customer growth, where if this happens, the satisfied customer will increase their loyalty to us. Second is financial performance profitability, meaning if they more satisfied with our service, then there will be more transaction and resulting in high revenue. We also focus on customer-centric innovation strategy, where it will help Blue remain competitive in digital banking and product development, while also strengthen customer engagement. And lastly is financial partner as a strategic mission, such as to enhance long-term customer lifetime value. So our key takeaways is that customer satisfaction is one of the core strategic that will drive Blue sustainable growth and competitive advantage. Next. Next is our data collection procedure. We use Google Form to provide data collection of Blue users to answer our 22 statement based on the expectation and reality. So inside our form, there are 2 segmentation, which is the expectation and reality to provide aspect of what user experience for the service quality method, and the scale from 1 to 7 on how much they agreed of the statement. And our target is people who use Blue and already familiar with its feature. Why we choose this? Because it helps see whether Blue is meeting what user expects or not, will also help us find which part of the service that needs improvement, such as the gaps, and also understand how user already feel about their experience. The relevances of this method is because they give us a comparison between expectation and reality that resulting in gaps, which help us to have an area of improvement. Second, we have CSI, which is the Customer Satisfaction Index. in 79.7, which indicates they are satisfied but still show gaps. And we use this to see the overall performance of Blue. The data is already on the sheets. And lastly is the circle as a part of the procedure. This is by rating the importance, which is expectation, and the satisfaction of the reality. We divide it into 5: tangibility, assurance, reliability, and empathy, while also responsiveness. Here we have our scale explanation and the ethics that we have respondents participated voluntarily and could stop filling out the form at any time, so there are no enforcement on our filling form. Next, please. Next is the more in-depth method. So we use Kohra method to find the minimum number of respondents. For the unknown population size, our confidence level is 95%, and with the margin error of 7.1, that allowed a small difference, although our target was 5%, but with 188 responses, the actual margin of error is 7.1. Our sample size, our targeted was 384, and the collected one is 188. Ideally, we would need 384, but the 188 still helps us identify the main service quality patterns and user concerns, although the sample may not fully represent all the users. And on the right side, we have our service quality method that we use 1 until 7 Likert scale with 5 aspects, dimension, and indicators. So the reason behind we do this method is to give a clear picture of how Blue users experience the app across the 5 main dimension and service quality. Next. This is a brief of our questions. So they are tangible. We have 4 statements on tangibility. We have 5 statements on reliability. We have 4 statements on responsiveness, 4 on assurance, and lastly, 5 on empathy. Next, please. So for the tangibility, generally from the chart of the form, it's already met the user expectation as reflected by its near zero average gap. However, the Pareto shows us a difference that icon clarity is the main issue and can be improved. Next. Next will be continued by Rafa.
Okay, so now for reliability, the system generally performs well and meets user expectations. However, there are still minor inconsistencies, particularly in transaction accuracy and occasional system errors. So while this is not a major issue, improving consistency is still important to enhance user trust. Okay, so next is responsiveness. This is the main problem area. The biggest issue is app performance, especially lag and slow processing. Based on the Pareto analysis, the question 1, which is app runs smoothly, contributes over 70% of the gap, making it top priority. The second issue is navigation smoothness. So overall responsiveness is the key area that requires immediate improvement. For assurance, the users generally feel secure and trust the app. However, there is still a gap in error communication where users feel that explanations during error are not clear enough. So improvement should focus on providing clearer and more helpful information when problems occur. Okay, for empathy, although performance is relatively strong, there are still some gaps to address. The main issue is Q1, where features may not fully match user financial needs, making it the primary concern. There's also a smaller issue in ease of learning for new users. So overall improvement should focus on better understanding user needs and simplifying the user experience. So from the gap analysis, we can see that responsiveness has the largest gap. The empathy performs relatively well, but still has issues. So other dimensions like reliability and assurance are more stable. So overall, the main problem clearly comes from responsiveness. So based on the Pareto analysis, responsiveness, empathy, and tangibility contributes more than 95% of the total gap. This means improvement efforts should be focused on 3 dimensions, especially responsiveness. So for the responsiveness specifically, the biggest issue is app lag and performance, followed by navigation smoothness. Other aspects have minimal impact, so these 2 are the main priorities. And then for empathy, the main concern is feature relevance to user needs, and then followed by smaller issue in ease of learning. So improvement should focus on better aligning features with user expectations. And then tangibility, the main issue is icon and symbol clarity, and also a minor issue in finding main features. And the priority is to improve visual clarity and make the interface more intuitive. The next will be continued by Madina.
Next, for the analysis is implementation and improvement strategy with the continuous strategy. Based on our analysis, the first priority is the improving responsiveness, which is especially system performance and navigations. For the solution 1, we're focusing on reducing application lag. With the planning stage is we identify the costs such as service overload and inefficient system process. Then in the execution stage, which is the do, we implement solution in like casing a system, compressing assets, and reducing unnecessary animation. For this checking stage, we monitor application load time, crash rates, and user feedback. Finally, for the action stage, we standardize performance benchmarking and continuously roll out improvement. For the next solution 2, from the smooth navigation between features and menus, and so the solution is improve navigation flow between features. For the plan stage, we use this as the analyze use journey to detect the confusing navigation path. Then for the checking stage or the do, we add quick access features and improvements transition speed between pages. And for the checking stage is conduct usability testing and collect feedback on navigation ease. And for the action stage is refine UI based on user behavior data and implement A or B testing for the continuous improvement. Next slide, please. For the empathy, the second focus is on features fit user financial need, and the app is easy to learn even for new focuses. For the solution, the first one is we personalize features based on user needs. For the plan is understand different user segments like student, worker, and first-time users. And for the checking stage for the do is provide personalized dashboard and add customizable financial tools. And for the check, measure the feature usage rate and track engagement and analyze feedback on feature relevance. And for the action stage, we improve recommendation algorithm and continuously update features based on user needs. For the fourth solution, from the app is used to learn even for new users, we use the solution from improve onboarding for new users. This we plan that identify where new users struggle when first using the app, and we create interactive onboarding tutorial and add the tooltips or step-by-step guidance, and checking by the monitor early drop-off rate for the first 1 until 3 days and collect the feedback from the new users. And for the action stage, we simplify onboard step further and update guidance based on common user convention. Next. For the last priority is tangibility. From the icon and symbols are easy to understand, we use solution to improve icon and visual clarity. For the plan, we identify confusing icon and unclear visual element. Then we do redesign icon using universally recognized symbols and ensure the consistent design language. And for the check, run usability tasks like icon recognition tasks and collect the user feedback on UI clarity. For the action, we standardize icon design guidelines and continuously refine visual based on feedback. For the main features are easy to find, we use solution to improve feature and discoverability. We plan that analyze which features are hard to find, and by do stage, we add search function for the features and use categorize menu, then check it by track features, usage increase, and monitor time taken to find features. For the action, we optimize feature placement and update layout based on user interaction data. Next, we use the prioritization and risk-based decision-making by FMEA analysis. For the first responsiveness, by the solution 1, we use this all potential failure mode, potential failure AVAC as EV for the calculation, potential causes, OCC, and DAT, and multiply all that by the RPN, then we get the action recommended. For the solution 1, we get the potential failure mode as the app experience lag or slow performance. Then the RPN we get 3.315 by the action recommended implement caching, compress assets and reduce load, upgrade infrastructure by auto scaling. And for the solution 2, we get a potential failure mode is navigation between features is not smooth, and the RPN we get 288 for the action recommended is add shortcut or quick access and improve transition speed and standardized navigation patterns. This leads by the solution 1 with the RPN 3.315. Next slide, please. For the empathy FMEA analysis for the solution 3, we get the potential failure mode by the feature do not match user financial needs. For the RPN is 3 to 4, and the action recommended is build personalized dashboard, use behavior-based recommendation, and improve data analytics for user needs. For the solution 4, we get the potential failure mode is app is difficult for new users to learn. With the RPN is 280 for the action recommended is add interactive onboarding, provide tooltips and walkthroughs, and simplify the first time user experience. These leads by the solution 3 with the RPN 324. Next, please. For the tangibility FMEA analysis for the solution 5, the potential failure mode is icons and symbol are unclear. With the RPN 294, with the action recommended is redesign icons using standard symbols, add text label, and apply consistent design system. For the last solution, which is solution 6, with the potential failure mode is features are hard to find, which the RPN is 288 with the action recommended is add search functionality, improve mini categorization, and highlight key features homepage. This leads by the solution 5 with the RPN 294. Next, please. By this, we can get the priorities to improve the FMEA analysis and PDCA analysis. By the PDCA, we get that PDCA is approach ensure the improvements are the systematic, measurable, and sustainable, which allowing application to continuously adapt the user expectation. And for the FMEA analysis result, we get the responsiveness by the highest RPN is 315 with the highest risk is features not matching user needs. Empathy is 324 with the application lag or performance issues, and tangibility 294 for the UI clarity problems. This FMEA proof that user-centered issues are the most critical risk, and it will have the greatest impact on overall service quality, which is the thing that we find. By this analysis, PDCA and FMEA, we can get the improvement strategy by 3 main points is the target the most critical issue first, applies continuous improvement, and enhance overall user satisfaction and retention. We also get the leveraging strength for the competitive advantage. The first one is trust and security for the position Blue as trusted digital bank as the BCA ecosystem. Strong UX foundation differentiate through seamless experience, feature innovation, expand lifestyle banking ecosystem like Blue Gather and Blue Deposit, and high user relevance. They enable personalized financial services for the empathy dimension. We also get the business performance impact for the growth, profitability, and resilience. With the critical risk is the resilience one with the low switching costs. Competitors leads to dissatisfied users low switching costs that leads that dissatisfied users can easily move to the competitors. Next slide, please. Based on our survey result, Blue has CSI from the gap analysis, and we can get the gaps by the CSI is 9.7%, which indicate that users that generally satisfied, but that there are still important gaps, which the system performance and speed, feature discoverability and navigation, and limited personalization and onboarding. For the biggest gap is the system performance, and for these 3 dimensions account for around 95% total gap. Therefore, our recommendations are divided into short-term, medium-term, and implication. For the short-term, we recommend improving system performance, simplifying navigation, and enhancing onboarding. For the medium-term, we recommend building personalization capabilities, strengthening the data analytics, and implement the continuous improvement using PDCA and FMEA. In addition, also for the key business in implication, we operationally Blue needs stronger performance and infrastructure from a service design perspective, focus on UX and journey redesign, and for a capability perspective is invest in personalization and analytics. In conclusion, user-centered improve are the most critical driver of service quality, and focusing on performance, UX, and personalization will significantly improve the satisfaction, retention, and competitiveness. Next slide, please. These are the reference we got. Next. Also this next. And that's all from us. Thank you for your attention.